Okay, stream's going. Just gonna watch a few games from Jasugi and Blitz Bullet. And then I'll play IDOX a little bit and some variants. See if my audio's working good. Yeah. Okay. So this is probably better for Jasugi. Yeah. And then pawn here. And he wants to get undermine the dark squares. Ooh, knight h6 would have been mate, but they're moving really quickly. Rook h8, take. Bishop b5, so he wants to cut off e8 to flag Blitz Bullet. I was kind of waiting till he played h6. I never know when to play h6 in these lines. Yeah, and then knight g8 is very nice because it makes this square very safe. Wow. I would think knight c6 is good, but he didn't do it. I'm guessing he's going to take and try to, because the light squares are kind of weak here. This looks much better for Blitz Bullet. Yeah. Wow. 18 moves, no captures. Still looks much better for Blitz Bullet. I don't know how Jasugi can even recover from this. That's good, yeah. Slightly weak dark squares, and then knight h4, wow. Take the bishop. Maybe he's gonna take here. Yeah, okay. Knight h4 at some point. Yeah, knight h4. Then queen e4. When you win the knight. Oh, that's nice. Ooh. Okay, so he wants to go queen h2 here. But now he's escaping, so bishop cuts off the escape square. 5. Knight f6. Oh, and knight g2. Wow, they're so fast. Didn't even follow that. Bishop at g3 is what I would do. He goes h3. I guess he's trying to go for weak light squares. After h6, the light squares around his king are a little bit weaker. That's a good move. That's a good move. Take, and then this is pinned to queen here. Knight f6, that's mate. Ooh, maybe not. I thought it was mate, maybe. Yeah, here maybe he had rook h8, pawn g7, and then takes, and then bishop, and then rook there. I think this was mate there. I'll try to see that after the game. But yeah, this is just lost. Queen h5 check, and then blocks. There's nothing you can do. This is the threat, and then, yeah, queen h7, queen h5. Okay, so I think Jasugi actually missed a mate earlier, though. Here, knight f6 is his mate. If king moves, then that's mate in one. And then if takes, you have this nice tactic, rook h8, and then drop the pawn here. So if king h7, take equals knight. Yeah, and then bishop h7, and wherever he goes is his mate. Like this, right? And then if king h8, then just bishop g7, rook h8 mate. And then if he ends up going king g8, then you can take, goes queen, takes, bishop here. If here, then rook h8 cuts off h7, and if king here, then you got rook f8 mate. So the computer should say this is mate here. Yes, okay, knight f6. So Jisugi missed it, he just played knight takes h6 instead of rook h8 here. I actually saw that, that's nice. Okay. So next game. Huh. Okay. Same opening, but oh, he sacrifices his queen really early on, and then knight h3. Yeah, this looks better for Jisugi. Very nice. Takes, I think. And then takes. Well, no, he's got a queen, so you can't take it. Oh, I think he messed up. Nice to defend like bishop g7. He shouldn't have played h takes. That was a mistake. He has to keep pressuring g2. Now this is better for blitz bullet. Rook g8. Rook g8. Knight e6 is good. Oh, they're so fast. Okay. Knight f7 doesn't do anything. He's just trying to flag. Knight f7, knight h6, rook g8. Very nice. That was won pretty much entirely on time, though. Okay, I missed the game. Let's see. Knight b6 kind of weird. Rook h8 is really nice. Bishop takes d5. But it looks bad though, because the bishop covers the light squares and this covers the dark squares. I think Jisugi's just losing. Well, now he isn't. Maybe I missed something. I think he should, yeah, bishop e6 just loses. He has to play something else, like pawn d6. That's nice. Yeah, I don't know if, maybe it's, oh. Oh, okay, I missed the game. Next one. Maybe knight f7, rook d8, or just rook d8 immediately. Okay, knight f7, knight e5. Bishop e6 is very nice because the rook covers the back rank. You can probably drop again. Queen f6, that's interesting. Maybe he's trying to threaten there. Yeah, this looks like it might be mate. It's kind of risky though right now. Probably best is just pawn to d3. But he goes for it. Okay, pawn to d3 is a much safer way. This you have to think pretty hard now. Yeah, look at this. Okay, rook f8, cover f7, at f4, takes is good. Now you're threatening knight at e3 as well. The thing is, these two squares are covered, so it's hard to attack on the light squares. This knight covers e4 too. Knight e5. King back, I think. Now I get the rook with check though, so I think he just missed that. He didn't see this. Okay, knight here is very good. This rook's gonna be mate now. Pawn. Oh, I thought you would play pawn here. Oh, what's the mate? I don't see the mate. Oh, knight here, it does knight here, and then okay. Same e4 opening, which I don't even know how to play. But this looks much better for white. He's trying to make it a little trickier with queen attacking, so you want to play knight takes, but then queen takes here would be checkmate. So it's actually really good defense because the bishop covers g7, so you can't take and then play knight h5 or something like that. So he's thinking a lot, so he might win on time. Now I'm thinking he wants to take on g7, so okay, knight there. Bishop d5 attacks the queen and defends the knight. Always good to do two things with your bishop. Bishops just typically do that in Crazyhouse. This is a nice move. If takes, I think knight g5 was the idea. Oh, they play so fast. Knight g3, knight e6 maybe. Yeah, you can ignore this and then just take. Knight h4, rook g6, nice. Sugi's winning a lot of games. I thought he was going to play knight g4 there. You see knight g4 a lot of times here. Attack the bishop and then cover here. But this is a nice setup. He always moves his other knight to f6 and has his really safe king in the corner. And it somehow works. Yeah. Got a lot of spectators, good players. Oh, that looks really scary. Once he gets to this dark square, it's already really bad. Bishop g7 maybe. Bishop g5 is probably better. You want to get a rook here and drop here at some point. Bishop h6. Ooh, did he blunder? Bishop h6 looks so good. Ooh, okay, that's important. Bishop e3 maybe, or that would cut off the rook. That's interesting. I think he could just let it go, yeah, and then take in the queen, because now this is scary. Ooh, good defense. The bishop covers diagonal, knight covers h2. Oh, but that's still mate. Oh, maybe not yet. Oh, he just takes g3. I thought that was mate there, maybe. Oh, he wants to cover d6. So now he's making an escape path for the king. Knight e5, queen takes, and then... Oof. Rook here. Oh, this is so confusing. d5, queen takes. Then queen takes here. Ooh, but he's running this way. Oh, what a nice flag. Oh, that was really close. Wait. This is a good game. So, here I think, Blitzball has a huge advantage once he breaks through these dark squares already. This is really hard to recover from, but he does. But then he loses this rook is kind of a problem. So here, this should be, I think, just takes, and then something like, maybe I'm wrong. No, yeah, look at that, plus 15. So I was thinking this looks so much better for white. But instead he moved his rook, which is like much worse than plus 15. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Plus 17. minus 19. So this is a huge blunder. Rook takes here recommended, but he goes knight here. Mate and 7. Somehow this does something. Oh, I'm so confused. So bishop takes, and then at h2. Oh, you block the rook from here. That's what it is. Oh, that's so nice. So you want to play at e4. So you're blocking the rook from this square. When you take, sacrifice your queen and play knight h4. But you're also blocking the bishop from covering the diagonal. So here this is mate and a... See, I'll turn it off so I can try to figure it out myself. Yeah, okay, queen e5, and then all the squares are cut off. So here, and then... No, this is complicated. Let's just do takes like this, and then mate. There we go. So there was a mate there, but that was really good flag by Jasugi. He like here, he opened up the escape square for his king. And then like here, for example, where it looked like mate, he drops first, and then he takes, this drop delays, and then he takes here. And so this isn't checkmate. And then he did some really clever tricks with the flagging here. And then here you probably expect queen g7, but he plays queen g8, so look at that, 0.4, 0.6, and he flagged. That was a good game. Jasugi won the next one, I missed that. Yeah. Oh, Jasugi won the next two. Okay, this is the third game since down. Okay, I think you just take. Now here you're aiming at the dark squares, so something on h6. Yeah, I'm tempting to sack my queen here. That's actually a very good move too, yeah. But at some point I think you do want to sack your queen and play bishop here and try to get some dark square control. This looks much better for Jasugi. It's very hard to defend. Knight h3 is to give up a piece. I mean, this is... Now you take there, yeah. Okay. It should be mate. Knight e6 doesn't work. Knight g5. You can even take if it's not mate, but it's gonna be mate. Rook f7. Knight c4. Mate. No. He didn't do it. I'll go over that after the game. I'm pretty sure knight c4 would have led to mate. Maybe he runs here, but... Okay, queen a4. Oops. 4, and that's me. Okay. So... I thought here you want to cut him off from going back to d6, so I thought knight at c4 checks and covers d6, so he has to go to d5, and then maybe, no, I guess your rook becomes a little bit out of the action. He didn't want that. Yeah, here, and it's a little bit harder to find a continuation. Now he can run back. Oh no, but then you take the bishop. So, but then knight takes e4, so maybe this is mate. What does the computer think? Okay, computer likes knight takes h3, so what about knight c4? Still very winning, but yeah, I just want you to take the bishop. Okay, so he was right in that. It should be mate soon, I think, or you can just take. Rook h3 probably. Oh yeah, this is mate. Rook h3. Oh, what? I thought you would play rook h3. I was pretty sure that was mate. I'll go over this one too after the game. Stream's still up. Yeah. See here that there was. I'm like, okay. So. Yeah, rook h3 is mate in 7. So rook h3, if he takes, then... Oh, I guess it's a little more confusing. Takes. Mate in 7, what a good puzzle. So, drops. But now you're out of... So it doesn't work, it just doesn't... Kind of out of material. Maybe it's something like rook d1 and pin this, and you're threatening to put your knight on e2. That would be checkmate. Oh, and you're also threatening, if he, like, defends knight e2 like this, you're also threatening this mate. So, I think computer says. Oh, it is rook d1. That's pretty nice. So it is rook d1. You want to cut this off, and then if knight here, ooh, that cuts off both. So you can just take though. If he takes, then mate. And if he doesn't take, then it's the same threat as before. Knight here and pawn here. So it just prolongs it one move. But you can just take. But if here, if rook h3 and queen h2, then takes. Yeah, knight g4. Knight g4 is mate. Okay, that's a nice mate. Jasugi now has 5 in a row. At g4 looks good. Knight h5. Bishop g5 is, oh, very nice. Okay, this is my last one I'll go over, and then we'll play iDocs and Crazyhouse. So, same opening by Jasugi, and he plays this knight d7, knight f6 line, which I actually haven't really seen. This is really creative. I mean, this kind of stuff, queen d1, with this sort of double attack, because you often see moving the bishop out to cover the back rank, but yeah, it doesn't work here. And now you gotta always be super careful with the dark squares, but Jasugi always seems to have it covered. This bishop is defending, that's why he can't just take. Queen h2. Cutting off some squares. It's gonna become another flag situation, and I think blitz bullet is faster, but I mean the time is too big of a disadvantage. So. Okay, these are fun games. I'm gonna go. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'll do d4. So this is 0 plus 3, so it's actually, it may seem fast, but the time will go up like crazy in the opening, so it honestly becomes like it's more like 2-0, I would say. Speed. So let's see. I think this is actually better for black. He's got a lot of pieces around his king, and it's pretty safe, so I want to try to break through somehow. A lot of times you want to get a bishop on this diagonal. That's really nice. I have to defend it, yeah. Wow, okay. This is much worse for me, I think. And then bishop f2. Wow. He just completely outplayed me. Now he just played like pawn at e2. And then it should just be mate for him soon. I got nothing to do. His king is just too safe, and I can't really defend unless I try to put like a piece there. Wow. Wow, this is just completely losing. Let's try knight at d3, attack the bishop and cover e1, but he just drops any piece here and I'm pretty much dead. Probably have to queen, knight, okay. So f2 is still covered, which is helpful. He can take, probably. I guess I can take with the rook then. That's a bad move though, that just blunders a piece. Ooh, no it doesn't. Because he's threatening knight at f2. If I take, you had knight at f2 checkmate. Okay, now I should try to counterattack. But I don't really have anything I can do, unfortunately. This is really tough. Can promote. Nice. Okay, ooh, but he's kind of giving me some hope, so I think I gotta cover this, so I'll just try queen d4, but it's sort of a desperate last chance toward a move. Okay, I think I can. Oh, I missed. Oh no, I had rook h8, and then takes, and then queen takes. Ooh. What is going on? Oh, and if, yeah, there we go. Okay, now if bishop takes, I can take here. And I'm still covering. Ooh, my god, I might survive this. Now I have queen takes e6, and I got some threats. He promotes, so I'm in a little bit of trouble. Let's try queen e6. And then... Oh, but now I can't cover this. I think I made a mistake there. Bishop d5 just loses. Oh, I shouldn't have given up my queen. Okay, now he lets me take here with check. Trying to get something. There's really no hope, yeah. He's just gonna take here checkmate, I can't do anything about it. Damn, that was good. Okay, now he's trying to start off his rook h3. That would have been nice. Really stop playing 28, 28. Okay. This opening I really, really like, where you get the bishops out, and then play knight e7 and knight c6. Like this. And f6. Oh yeah, he always plays this, and I like to sacrifice here. pressured f4, I think. My king is very, very safe with all these pieces. That's why I like this opening too. Black gets a pretty safe king compared to other openings. Now he's letting me invade a little bit, so he should have just played bishop takes c4, I think, in that other position. Oh yeah, I didn't even see that. Still should be really winning for me because it's like impossible for him to start a counterattack. I mean, if you check all the squares around my king that are defended, look at this, right? I mean, this is pretty scary. This is the only square, but I mean, it doesn't do anything putting a piece there. So now what? Gotta do something so I don't flag. I don't really have any ideas. Maybe rook e1. I kind of want to sacrifice here, but then he has knight h6 because the queen pins. Okay, I can just take and then redrop. Defend, attack. I guess I'll do this rook e1 move. Now I win the queen by force. That's interesting. That could work. Probably still have mate, I mean, or like a winning position. Because his king is so unsafe, it doesn't matter how much material he has, he's just never going to break through to mine. And I'll checkmate him first, so. I was threatening mate because the knight was covering there. And now these threats are big. He's like knight to d1. Yeah, and then I just keep sacrificing. And eventually I should win this. Wow, this is pretty nice. He's covering all these squares with his pieces, and that's where I want to drop my queen. So I can't drop my queen anywhere. Oh, wow. Put the queen on d1 and attack both of them. Yeah, I might actually be messing up here. Oh, okay. Gotta move. Let me see if I can. Okay, now I gotta. Oh. See, it's really hard for him to get any attack. He can try stuff like this, but now I have too strong of a counterattack, so I mean, he's got to get pretty lucky to win this. Oh my god, I just missed that. That was pretty bad. Could have just taken the queen. So, okay. This knight's it's kind of a weird place to put the knight. I think I should be able to take advantage of that. I guess I'll just castle for now. Maybe later I'll put a bishop on f4. I think now maybe I can try something like to weaken the. So it looks maybe good to take here. I think I have enough knights to, or have enough material, because typically here you want diagonals, so it's kind of weird to put the knight here, but sort of just hoping he won't be able to defend properly. And a move like this kind of helps me because then I get a diagonal back. Ooh, no, that's just gonna lose. I should have made, I think. Gotta move a little faster. I need 2 diagonals to checkmate here. So, okay, knight counts as one of them because I can place it here. Now he's gotta be careful. Queen g6 is checkmate. Cuts off the escape square. It's always a good thing to pay attention to if you're trying to checkmate Crazyhouse. You gotta make sure it's cutting off squares the king can go to. The check is sort of the least important part because sometimes he can escape. Even if it's not a check, it's best to just make sure to like limit the king's movement. Might drop there, but so I covered it. I'll try to cover it more like this. But now he'll just move the knight away. I should have just taken, probably. Now I'm trying to ruin his pawn structure by taking here. Okay, that's a good move. Let's just take the knight. And then my bishops are really misplaced now. Not so happy with that. Okay, so I want to castle, but I'm a little bit scared about king safety after castling. So I'll play h6 first, and then maybe now castling is a little bit safer. I've got to be super careful. I think he had knight takes f7 and bishop h5. He missed that. Okay, I'll castle now. King safety is still not super good. Okay, now I want to bring my bishops back, try to cover this diagonal, all the dark squares here. Ooh, that's tough. Okay, we'll do this. Can I sacrifice my queen? Probably. Let's just give it up. And slowly I want this rook to open up. I'm hoping to get rid of these 2 pieces, and that'll do something, I think. As long as my dark squares don't fall, I should be good. And he's only got a queen, so... Now I'm covering dark squares and attacking at the same time. So, yeah, it's hard for him to do anything significant. That's interesting. Let's just take and then redrop here. Okay, he sacrifices. That's interesting. This is still a pretty close game, I would say. I think I can give up this knight. I'm not too worried about it. I want to counterattack now. He's got queen h5 check, though. Ooh. Oh, this is getting really bad. Oh man, I can't even... Okay. Oh, I really messed up. I think this might be made for him soon. So he can trade like this, and then the bishop pins the knight to the king. Like, yeah, and take here. I think I take rook takes. But this looks really scary because his queen's gonna come in eventually. That's gonna hurt. Should I try something like this now? Let's do this. So now if he takes, then I have knight at h3. Oh, he missed it. That's tragedy. So yeah, I mean, this is... So yeah, here he just missed. This is force mate, so... See, okay, he sacks the queen. But now I will do the same in return. Or maybe not. Let's just play knight h4. If king goes there, I can cut off his escape squares. So if I put my queen here, he can sort of run to the corner. So the important thing is to play queen c2 and cut off all these squares. And this square is cut off. So the king is stuck in this little 2-square segment here. So I can just... That's checkmate. So, So... Okay, so that was our last game. So I'll just go over it for a second here. So, and then I'll end the stream. So let's see. So, opening is normal. This is a little bit aggressive. I think it's better for black now. My first mistake here was this bishop kind of does nothing. Like, these two bishops were doing nothing. Generally what they do is they pin to the king. So I think somewhere here I should just take the knight and sort of make my bishop worth something. But even here my dark squares are getting a little bit weak with this pawn on e5. So here my king... I mean, my king is a little bit weak, but he just doesn't have enough material to continue. So, like, this knight f6 is just does nothing. It's complete hope chess. I just go to the corner, and then he's sort of out of moves. And now I bring my bishop back, so I make it useful. It's covering dark squares. And he goes for this drop, which is interesting, but he's just sacrificing a lot of material. So, maybe e4 was a mistake. The computer might not like e4. I mean, this, like... Moving my queen is very risky. At least here, I think he played very well with his bishop here and bishop here idea. What I didn't see is, like, I think queen h5 in these kind of positions, and then I drop like this, and then bishop here, and now I'm really... Or he can even play queen takes, see what I mean, and pressure this, and this is getting really scary now. It's kind of hard for me to defend, and the point is that the knight is pinned, so I can't take the queen. So he definitely missed that at some point, maybe not here, like, here I was thinking takes, right, then bishop takes, I played rook takes, and then here he played knight h5, so if queen h5, and this still looks really tough for white to continue, maybe takes, then you have a pawn, but black is really quick to counterattack, bishop at f3, and I'm already threatening knight at h3, which will lead to checkmate. This is a very common mate pattern. You have a piece here. If he does something like, I don't know, something random, then knight at h3 check. Oops. Knight h3 check. If takes, then checkmate. And if you ignore it, then this is checkmate. So if you have a queen and a knight, this will be checkmate. So here he's got to be really careful already. He's got to only check. He can't try something, you know, like at h6 and try to go for checkmate, because I checkmate first. So, but here I think he can just take. He can even, yeah, just take here, and he's enough. Oh, that doesn't work. It's covered. But he should have enough pieces to checkmate me here, like this, and then knight here, and this is pretty easy checkmate. That's checkmate. So the computer will probably, I mean, I'm guessing that this is much better for white. Yeah, plus 10. See, this queen h5 move, but he missed it. He played knight h5, and then he drops a little bit. And then he played knight takes, and that's just mate. So, this sort of move is really key. A lot of like low rated players will try to defend, which is also okay in this position, but if he had more material, that would be really risky. And here I can see that after I don't know, any move, right? If their bishop takes, knight takes, there's no immediate threat. Oh, I guess no, there isn't. There's nothing he's immediately threatening. So here I see that if knight takes, if I can counterattack quick enough, then here if I can counterattack quick enough, this is the kind of position where you see he has no immediate attack. It's just a general threat. So here's a good position to counterattack. I think pawn here would have been better than bishop because bishop helps him pressure a little bit more. But still, bishop, same idea. Hoping that he'll fall for this, and he did. So knight h3, and then take g2, bishop at f3. Here I was trying to find some nice mate with like queen g4 to cut him off from going here. And then, you know, queen g2. But I don't even know if this is mate. Oh, this is mate. Yeah, okay. So he'll block. And then it's a bit confusing now. And now he can escape if I do this. So this would lose actually. So I gotta be pretty careful. I think queen at g4 doesn't work. Or well, okay, if it does, it's let's see. Oh, it's still mate. Knight h6 first. Oh, and then if he tries to run here, the queen will cut off the escape square. That's very nice. But my idea instead was this knight h4. So my knights function well together. If he tries to run this way, then queen here will be mate. And the idea is, normally if he goes here, a lot of lower rated players will do something like this. And in this case it works because you have two queens. But it's like, if I didn't have one queen, I would still be able to mate with my idea, which is cut off escape squares. So queen here, and now there's no way he can run to the corner because all these are cut off. So if he blocks, then I force him to the corner, and then checkmate. But even if I didn't have the queen, what's nice in these positions is this is checkmate. This knight on h4 works very strongly. So you'll see these two knights in the corner line Crazyhouse, and they're very strong as well. So they finish playing. Okay, so I'm done with the stream. Thanks for watching. I'll probably stream again next weekend. Bye.